You don't medicate kids. I feel a sense of embarrassment. I feel a sense of disappointment. Oh, come on, son. Why'd you just do that? It's too sunny. It's the only time you'll ever hear me say that, literally. Are these glasses too reflective? They kind of are. I have no idea why I just had the urge to pick up my camera this morning. It's currently 10 AM. I've got no makeup on. I feel like crap, but something inside of me was just like, I feel like picking up my camera and having a chat. And maybe it's because I don't have a lot of people in my life right now and I'm going through a lot of stuff. And I think for me, a comfort has always been to share what I'm going through online, because I think especially when you feel quite alone in what you're going through, sharing it online makes you realize you're actually not alone whatsoever. In a way, it works really well because it's like people reach out to me and they say, oh my God, like, I know what you're going through. I feel like this too. But then people also hear what I have to say and they think, oh wow, like she's feeling like how I feel. And then they feel validated and we all just have this like virtual hug. And I feel like that's what I need right now. I need a virtual hug. She'd be going through some stuff right now. And for me, being open about what I'm going through has always been really beneficial. But I think that over this past year, especially, I have closed up a lot more. I mean, I've done that naturally because I don't have a lot of people in my life here. So I don't have a lot of people to share with what I'm going through. I don't think that's always a good thing, especially when you are quite an open person. Like I am. I mean, people know in my real life, I'll speak about literally anything. In terms of what I've been going through at the moment, I think I've been quite closed off because I do feel a sense of shame. I feel a sense of embarrassment. I feel a sense of disappointment. When you've been battling mental health issues for a long time, I think that you expect yourself and others expect you as well to just get better. When you start going backwards again or you know, things get worse, it's embarrassing. Like I feel embarrassed and I'm going through a really tough time at the moment and it feels like there's no way out. It feels like things are never going to get better. Every day just feels a bit crap. Hope is that in documenting all of this and in speaking about how I feel, over time I can look back and go, oh wow, like things have gotten better. I went to Amsterdam recently, so I was there 2 weeks ago. Now my cat is biting my foot. Come on, cat. I went to Amsterdam 2 weeks ago and I did attempt to film that trip, but I wasn't in the right headspace. I mean, I wasn't in the right headspace the whole time I was there, which was really unfortunate. I did go there by myself, and I think that as I get older now, I just don't really want to go places by myself anymore. That was a big part of my early 20s. You would know that if you've watched like my previous YouTube videos or you've been following me on socials for a while. That was a big part of my life. And I am a very independent person naturally. The only times I kind of felt at ease when I was on that 4-day trip was when I was seeing another person or with another person. And I think that that's becoming a lot more of a bigger thing in my life now that I'm getting a little bit older. And I'm trying to harness that, but I'm also trying to harness dealing with like social anxiety and on top of regular anxiety. It's exhausting. I'll insert some of the footage from my Amsterdam trip here, just so I can use it so it's in the ether somewhere. Hi, hello. I thought before, that was genuinely my bed. This bed is an absolute nightmare, let me tell you that. The slats underneath my mattress, they just like to come loose sometimes, and I love that for me. Luckily, I am the size I am. Otherwise, they probably would have broken the bed by now. I haven't spoken to anyone today. I haven't really left the house today. I did all my packing by 10 AM. So I've just been sort of on social media way too much. That's how I might just get out your camera, just have a good old chit chat to the camera. Tomorrow morning is gonna be the longest morning of my life. I walk to the tram station from where I'm currently living at 6 AM. I get a tram at 6:30, get to Sheffield Station at 7. At 7:30, I get a train to Manchester Airport. At 9 AM, I get to the airport. At 10:40, I get a plane to Amsterdam. I finally get to Amsterdam, 1 PM Netherlands time or 12 PM UK time. And then it's all guns a-blazing. So are you even allowed to say that anymore? Probably not. It's all go from there. And then I will be getting a train to my hotel. And oh gosh, if this hotel is as good in real life as it looks on the pictures, I'm in for a really good time. The annoying thing is that I am traveling on my own. And when I do travel on my own, I don't really like to go out at night time, but Amsterdam has a really nice nightlife. So I'm a little bit torn there, but of course I am a young, small female and I don't really want to put myself in dangerous situations. I'm not built for dangerous situations, like literally flick me and I fall over. And on Friday I leave, but my flight isn't until 4 p.m. It's really weird actually because of the time zone changes. I think I fly out at 4 p.m. Amsterdam time and I land back in the UK 4:15 England time. So that's kind of cool. I'm just doing some time travel. I'm gonna finish up this ramble here so we can start with the fun stuff. Let's roll on the clips and bring on the holiday. I love it because in a few seconds you guys get to go on holiday for me, but in a few seconds for me, I turn off the camera and go back to twiddling my thumbs and thinking about the trip that I still have to wait to go on tomorrow. Really, really raining. What the heck? Oh, I did a good job at spotting this one, didn't I? Okay, you guys know what I'm like. You get the grand tour of my hotel room before I get the grand tour of my hotel room. I always like filming these sort of as I walk in. The room, it's good. It's very minimalist. As you can hear, there's a bit of an echo, which kind of gives me the creeps. Not a fan of the wooden floor vibe, but that's okay. Let's have a little look around. So you come in, there's, I suppose that's for your bag. I could put my suitcase on there. There's a little wardrobe, which is nice, and a mirror, which is always warranted. There are more mirrors. I'm always a bit weird about mirrors facing me while I sleep, so I'm gonna sleep in the very middle of the bed, so I just get the TV, but at least there is a TV. There's a nice little set of mugs and kettles and things, a little desk, a little alcove. Haven't looked out of the windows yet. Let's see what the view is like. Okay, that's quite nice. And actually it's quite a nice day. The forecast is meant to be pretty dismal for this week. If only you could sort of get out onto here and get some fresh air. I just put my card in the door and I'm still super curious about this, like maybe mood lighting. Hello, watch this strip behind me. Ready, ready, ready? Ooh, I like it on a nice, like, a nice, oh. Where was that? Oh, whoops, I switched it off. Pink, yeah. Let's check out the bathroom, then we'll have a little debrief. Lucky it's just me because this door, I don't think it's see-through, but it's really like transparent. Oh, this is nice. Okay, we've got a toilet, we've got a sink with another mirror, hairdryer, if that's my thing, but it's not really. And that shower is quite nice, it's quite spacious. They've got all the amenities you might need. That's quite a nice shower head as well. That's something that's very, very important to me. And yeah, look, yet another mirror. This is like the hotel room of mirrors. I can't escape myself, can I? Oh, nice little lock on the door there. And that is home for the next 4 days. So another update is when I got back from this trip, I A, quit my job, and I B, started on medication again. I've been on various different antidepressants since I was literally 8 years old, which is another problem in and of itself because you don't medicate kids. Or like you can, but not with the medication that I was given. Sure, it's done stuff to my brain. But then in about March, I came off of the antidepressants that I was on because I was just a little bit over feeling numb all of the time, getting really vivid dreams a lot. I remember just not being able to cry. And I'm starting to learn, since being off that medication for however many months it's been, that I think I'm just not a crier. I always see medication as like turning down the volume a little bit. And I think that maybe if you suffer from anxiety, you'll understand that when you go through times where you're very anxious, it's like the noise is like up here and every little thing is overstimulating and you're thinking too much, you're feeling too much, and it's just very overwhelming. And so sometimes medication can help to just turn that noise down. Unfortunately, over the past 6 months, I have lost a little bit of weight, not much, but a little bit, and I was already quite small to start with. No BMI is a load of crap. It's a useful tool, put it that way. But I do now fall in like the underweight category, and like my bones aren't healthy, and I haven't had a period in over 5 years now, and it's all just sort of building up. I'm gonna move it a bit closer, you can be in the background. It's all just building up to the point where I just don't feel like a healthy human, like at all. And I can't tell you the last time I actually felt like a healthy human. I spent most of my adult life promoting health, and I am not a picture of health, and I just find that really frustrating, and I think I'm quite hard on myself about it as well. I think I expect myself to be doing more. I expect myself to be doing better. I don't always do things to help myself, and then I spend so much time beating myself up about that I don't focus on the good that I do. This is becoming a little bit of a therapy session between me and you, and I'm aware that you probably didn't sign up for that when you clicked on this video, so I won't go into it. But the good news is I did have an appointment with a therapist yesterday. I found this place called Self Space, which is actually in London, and they have a few branches in London and one in Manchester, and I found someone to speak to there. And the benefit is, like, it is online, like I can do the sessions online, and I did yesterday, but then I also know I can go into Manchester if needs be. I don't know, and maybe some of you can help me change my perspective on this. When you're having a therapy session and it's via Zoom, it can't, how do I describe this? It kind of feels like virtual reality. Like, it doesn't feel real. Like, it feels like me speaking to my camera. We had a session yesterday that went for an hour, and I basically just told her my whole life story because I need an hour for that. And then we don't have another session for 2 weeks. I mean, I could have one next week, but it's expensive. So it's only feasible for me to have sessions every 2 weeks. But now I'm like, is that productive? You know what I mean? Like, I'm a doer. I thought that maybe I'd make this video about like how it feels to go back on Lexapro. And I suppose I can touch on that a little bit because it feels like crap. I must say that coming off of them felt worse. Coming off of antidepressants is wild. I mean, it's gonna be different for literally everybody, and the top piece of advice I can give you, although maybe you clicked on this video because you're looking for someone's experience going on an antidepressant, or Lexapro in particular, try and stay off the internet if you can. So I allow myself, if I'm feeling a bit panicky about how I feel or about the medication or the side effects and things like that, I kind of allow myself a 10-minute window. So in those 10 minutes, I'll allow myself to Google things. I usually spend a lot of time on Reddit. If you know, you know. And I will sort of let myself not freak out, but be in that zone for a little bit. And then after that 10 minutes, we're not doing it anymore. Because it's when you go over and you go down that black hole, you will literally like freak yourself out. So we have a little cap there. Coming off of it was tough. I felt nauseous for about a month there. It was just, I felt gross all the time. But it was the brain zaps and the lip zaps. So I'd get this feeling of like, zzz, and it's like, sometimes it's like, I would go to look over here, but my eyes were still over here. Or like I would get like a zap, like electric shock through my lip all the time. It was bizarre. I just felt a lot more, which like I laughed a lot more, I smiled a lot more, but that's when things in my life were going a lot better than they currently are. I'm willing to sacrifice a little bit of happiness in order to just feel a bit of emotional bluntness, essentially. Last Tuesday, I started like a half dosage, and then on Monday this week, I went up to like my regular dosage and what I was on last time. And you just feel crap, and it's really frustrating because it's like you don't know if you feel like crap because you're mentally ill, or if you feel like crap because it's your body and mind adjusting to the medication, which is the probable thing here. You don't know how long it's gonna last. Like I'm feeling nauseous quite a lot, but because I'm also trying to gain weight at the moment, I'm also having to push through that and still eat when I have no appetite and when I feel sick. And even though I know it's the right thing to do, it just feels wrong. What we have to remember is that this is just our body and our mind adjusting to a new stimulus. That's all it is. We're introducing a new chemical into the equation, and all I can do, and if you're going through this too, all you can do is just give yourself some grace, give yourself some time, because it's tough. Like, it's really, really tough. But yeah, it's the nausea that I've noticed the past few days. Like, I wake up and I just feel nauseous. When I eat, I don't feel any less or any more nauseous, so I'm sort of pushing through that, and I'm still eating, but I'm not forcing myself to have like the healthiest things in the world, because this isn't the time and place for the super healthy stuff. For instance, this morning, like I had a big bowl of like Cheerios and a banana, and I did put some protein powder in the milk because we got to keep our protein levels good, but You know, it's not gonna be like a nourishing bowl of oats, and that's probably what I should be having. It's what I can stomach at the end of the day, and I knew the oats were just gonna sit there heavy in my stomach, and I didn't want that. My plans going forward with these videos is to actually try to stick to it if I can. I love filming videos, I love editing videos more than anything in the world. It's my happy place. I need another hobby because this is a whole other video in itself. I'm not going to go into this in this video because it's too long already. So I left my job not even 2 weeks ago, like a week and a half ago. I was working as a substitute teacher, a relief teacher, a cover teacher, whatever you call it in whatever country you're in, which is wild. I spent the past sort of 6-7 months doing that, and that's why I came off the grid quite a lot, because when you're working in a school, obviously you have to sort of private everything. You can't just have yourself out there. That sucked for me in a way, because social media has always been a nice little hobby of mine. It's always been something that I enjoyed, a way to stay connected to people. But now I'm back and I can say whatever the hell I want. If I want to say fuck, I can say fuck. Isn't that crazy? You know, it was a very, very stressful job. I had no prior experience to teaching as well. So it was like every single day going into a job that I wasn't qualified for and just making it work. And as I said, I'll probably go into a whole other video about this, but it ran me dry. It really, really ran me dry. And I guess now I'm dealing with the aftermath of that. The aftermath. That is a weird word to say, isn't it? Dealing with the after effects of that, we'll put it that way. And now I'm looking to go back to hospitality actually, which I'm quite excited for. I'm excited to be a little barista again, but it does mean that I will be working part-time for a little bit, which does make me feel a little bit weird because I'm like, hustle, hustle, hustle. But I also know that it's something that I need, so I have enough downtime to do things like this that are a nice little hobby for me to do that I enjoy, and to be a bit more social, make a few more friends. I don't go to the gym anymore. I do my home workouts. I actually bought some 5 kilo dumbbells yesterday, so I do my home workouts, so I stay fit and active still, but the gym is not a part of my life right now. So it's finding things outside of that, I guess. And that's another video idea I can do, like life after being a gym addict, and sort of how that has been to navigate, because it's been really, really difficult. I don't think I'll show too much more in this video, to be honest, because I know it's been a super long one, especially because I did insert some of the Amsterdam footage as well. Expect a few more interesting and dynamic videos than this, not just me sitting talking to you, looking like this. My hair's getting curlier by the second. At least Tommy was here to provide us with some comfort. He's my little child. If you have any video ideas, or if there's something that you want me to speak about in particular, it could be something related to mental health, it could be eating disorder related, anxiety, depression, life, Australia, England, anything, just let me know, because I'm super open to these things, and I just need to get out my comfort zone a little bit more, because I'm a little bit too comfy at the moment. I have to go to my food shop, which I have been dreading all morning. I remember the days when I used to love a food shop. I don't remember them. Now I hate it. I really hate it. And I feel sick just thinking about it. So we gotta go do it. Anyway, I will speak to you soon. I'll see you in my next video. Because there will be one. There will be. I promise.